Learn how to avoid the #1 lawsuit killer after a car accident case. In our experience, the #1 lawsuit killer after a car accident case is either the failure of an individual to get the proper medical treatment, the failure of an individual to get any treatment, the failure of an individual to hire an attorney. And basically, it works something like this. Somebody calls us and they say, I was in a car accident and I was hit in the rear. I was stopped at a red light. So you know they've got a really good case on liability. And even taking it one step further than that, they say something like, well, I have pain. I have a lot of pain in my shoulder or in my back, in my neck. So they have the injury as well. And those are the two elements of a good personal injury case. You need liability, meaning who's at fault, and being able to prove that the defendant was at fault, and you need damages. And the fact that you have symptoms and pain means that you have damages, or you will have damages once you start your medical care. But if that individual doesn't get treatment, there's very little we can do. And it's really important to get that medical care immediately after the accident or within a few days, going to an urgent care, going to the hospital, going to a doctor, a physical therapy office. Because without that medical care, especially if somebody calls us in June of 2018 and they say, you know, I was hit in the rear, I felt pain, but my accident happened back in February of 2018 and I haven't had time to go anywhere yet. There's just nothing we can do, because in New York, to make the minimum threshold and fall under the serious injury requirement under the no-fault law, which is insurance law 5102 subsection D, the minimum is a treatment of 90 days. You have to treat for 90 days right after the accident, 3 out of the first 6 months, so 90 out of the first 180 days. So if you haven't treated from February or March, you haven't treated for 3 to 4 months, unless you have a fracture or a clear serious injury, there's just nothing any lawyer can do, and the case is pretty much dead. So that's the #1 lawsuit killer that we see interviewing clients that call our office after a car accident.